With Graham Boyd and Ollie Cotton, there's a young name. Blair Robinson, awesome with qualifying. Look out for the number 33. He's a hot shot in there. Jacob Skinner as well to pick up. We've had Jacob's racing in times gone by. We've got Greg McKeeman, local support man here behind the scenes in the Canterbury Club side. Mate, I've watched you guys. I'm having so much fun. I want to get out there and race as well. People like Brendan Booth in there as well. Young Shannon Guthrie, thanking his beautiful wife Rachel, and get off easy as a cleaner. So, and what about his boy, of course, young Sam as well. So cool, some of the super guys and gals and dads and daughters and dad. All right, away we go. Let's get started. Not too bad here for the inside. Look at that, 22, trying to get right for the line. They look pretty tight indeed. And it was a wicked kind of a start, looking out there and wide. And
Dennis Charlotte watching from the sideline, big smile on his face.
Yeah, okay, sorry, thank you for picking that up as we were there at the moment. Hey, back to people like Greg and Duncan Shans and Greg Boyd and Craig Tiamo, Jacob Skinner. Some of those have got way a little bit further, but tell you what, support field, Spider support fields normally mean, you got, sort of 10, 15 maybe. Looking at this field of over 20, it's fantastic. And you watch these guys, this will be a buzz, an absolute swarm. So similar motorcycles, both by manufacture and by their engineering and makeup. So look at this. You can have bustling and buzzing going on down into Euromark. Look at that late braking out wide, trying to cut it in then. Yeah, made up two places. Great work there from the man back in third. Well picked up as he tries to fight his way back through. Now with the 250s back on the gas, getting the gear changes. Oh, so perfect. Now going into Fulton Hogan, peeling it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little slight gap in there, but great to watch him as they come round. Then we look to the Christchurch Carousel. First of all, going into the left-hander. Now sweeping around to the right. The first part is a little bit tighter. Then it eases up, so you get the power back on. But as we saw from the likes of Harry Parker getting it loose out there before, and so too as well with of course Rogan Chandler, as he did on the bike, one of those parts of the track where you get the back end drifting right out. Now coming down into the Southern Salvage S's here before we line it up for the Aeon Dipper, and coming through this fantastic part. This is where a 250 is so nimble, flicking it. Look at you, watch this going through here, down there on the left, then flicking it over to the right and getting the power to go through. Beautiful to watch, and getting for some of these pilots right over with the cheeks hanging off the seat and getting a knee on the ground, and who knows, maybe even an elbow on the ground or two. So a super great start for these guys. Blair Robinson, the man to look out for. He was a hot shot due to the starting of the race. He got a great break there off the line, and he's managed to be able to hold on to it. But here we go. Remember, of course, we had 4 across on that line. We've really gone to 2 of them. And then again, look at the slipstream. Look at the slipstream getting right out wide there and trying to get through. Has Angela done it? I think she might have found the gap to come through on the inside. That looks sensational. Is it Angela Charlotte? We're going to watch and see. Yes, that she has done. Absolutely brilliant for Supermum herself. There we go, Angela Charlotte, Simon Lawrence and there, Brendan Booth, Blair Robinson out wide, so he got a good start, but then in fact he had to fiddle his way. I got him at one stage, I thought he was up there. I wonder whether he's made a mistake. I didn't think he was back in 4th place, Spider, so have we missed something from what was going on there for young Blair? He'd looked better than that right from the start of the race, but now only 4th.
Well, I don't know, but I was just looking at the lap times from first to last 10 seconds.
Yeah,
10 seconds, and look at how tight they are. They're spread out a little bit, but look at how tight they are. And tight at the front. Angela Charlotte leads into the hairpin, and she comes out of there, opens up a bit. It's almost like a rider in second place. Missed a gear there. I'm not too sure about that. Maybe just she had a better line. Simon Lawrence in second place might have missed a gear, but in the end of the day, there's still a battle going on. Angela carries the number 3 on there. She's a hard charger, so we're looking out for lap record times as well. I think it's Tim McArthur from memory. In fact, indeed it is a 1:49.189. I don't think anyone will get too close to that at the moment. It's a lot of these people have moved on to other classes. The highly competitive, well, all highly competitive, but the people that moved on to other classes. But indeed, Charlotte, take nothing away from her. She's leading there. And 21 bikes out on the track at the moment. 21 bikes. So we had 21 qualifiers and 21 of them. So, oh, look at this, into the dipper. What a textbook move there for Simon Lawrence as he gets in the front of Angela Charlotte. That was set up 2 corners ago. That is textbook Ruapuna, Neil Ritchie.
Oh, that was absolutely beautiful. I thought, wow, the way he was going outside, you could be caught there as well, because if Angela had been able to just hold the power and cut it in, man, she would have gone slap bang and closed the gate right in his face, and he'd had hit the picks and lost all of that ground he'd made up. So you go right around the outside, and a dipper corner like that is super spectacular and great to watch. I'm sure that one will be worth putting on your CTAS live and looking for a upplay and going on. So looking out there and looking for the change that's been going on. Angela's got it back. Angela's got it back. So cool pick up there. Thank you, Dave, as we're looking out. So Angela gets it back there. Just missed out on where that had occurred. So Angela to get it back. That's pretty cool. So Maeve got the slipstream. I tell you what, more lightweight rider, more sleek. Tucks in behind that little fairing, getting every little ounce of suck along there. What I mean by that, of course, is to make sure that they can get right down low, so that with the air that's broken in the front, when it turbulates behind and comes down, that it's not catching the back of the rider as well, because that is actually wind resistant. And these 250s, you need every little bit of help you can get. You're not certainly going to find they're going to be tapped out on the straights. Great bit of work here on the Euromark corner, and that is tightened right up. And I think we've got to change. Maybe elite. We're going to see now whether there's a change when they come forward on that point, heading round into Fulton Hogan. And keep look out for them. It's Angela that's there. She's just holding on at this stage, looking good in the bike fight. But the other two putting the pressure on, and that 33 has moved right up in there. So look out for Blair Robertson, Spider. He's the one that's now gone 2 seconds. So there's Simon Lawrence, 0 to 0. He's gone from first to third.
That's easy to explain. 2 100ths of a second separated the last lap for the first and second bike, and that was Angela Charlotte, just waiting for the timing to come back, and that was Simon Lawrence. But Blair Robertson put in a 52.994, 54.1, so he's over 1 second quicker, and that's brought the race closer together there as they're going into the dipper. And definitely Angela Charlotte is stronger out of that hairpin, but the hairpin is 3 laps to go. That's only one corner of about 14 at Mike Perot Motorsport Park, Ruapuna Park, and a track that started in 1963 and 1970. So only had 4 corners. They put the dipper in, adding 3 corners in 1977, and then in 1995 they extended it. Drag strip got added, so the main straight got widened somewhere in the mid-70s, and that happened. The gap, I'm going to say that's probably about 15,000 to a second, 37,000 to a second. So across the start-finish line, it was Simon Lawrence, Angela Charlotte, and Blair Robertson, Brendan Booth, Samuel Guthrie, Nick Clark, Ollie Cotton, and I think Jaden Scott. 3 Guthries out here. There was also Neville Guthrie, the granddad, is out there competing, so outstanding to see those 3 out there.
Oh, it is, and young Sam's interview last night, he's got to be congratulated, that young man. He was been here on the podium today as well, super young kid, and neat to see how well that family's going. So love their contribution to our sport. Yes, indeed, Access Man making heights easy, and get him behind them on 800 to get high. They have scissorless, knucklebones, cherry pickers, and a lot more than just your standard access equipment. They're higher specialists for going in high places. They include EWP trained operators. They've got 8 branches around the country, got over 1,200 machines nationwide. Access Man, making height easy. And I tell you what, that toing and froing, I'm loving it, Spider. First of all, there's an awesome trio battling it out in front, and each of those 3 have had an opportunity to be there in that first place, so they've played around. But then I like the 5. I like the 5 locked there for second as well. So keen to look out for the battles going on further back in there. And that next group of people there, like Brendan Booth, Sam Guthrie, who we've been talking about, Nick Clark, Ollie Cotton, and Jaden Scott, who's dropped back to the back of that group. So 3 and 5, the first 8 riders, spectacular.
Jaden Scott, he's part of the initiative to try and get bikes, KTM 390s recognised at the Bears racing and all that sort of thing, and he's also the Scott structural man that runs the team with Dale Finch, and unfortunately Ashton Hughes not riding this season with a injured elbow, so Jaden had to do some laps and have some fun. Almost a change of position there, coming out of the dipper and into the big sweeper coming onto the front straight. So Angela Charlotte sits in second place. It was Simon Lawrence, Angela Charlotte and Blair Robertson in the last lap, all in the low 154s, and Angela takes them through there with 1 lap to go. Angela goes through there in the lead. I'm waiting for my screen to refresh. I was watching that rather than what's happening on the track, and who's changed to where. 21 riders still in the race, so all well controlled. Angela Charlotte, Simon Lawrence, Blair Robertson. So what? Angela and Samuel Guthrie and Ollie Cotton have all set their fastest laps. Ollie Cotton back in about 6th place in that final lap, or when I say the final lap, the second to last lap of the 5-lap race.
Angela Charlotte so low on the bike, a beautiful pick to get her. She's got her elbows lower to the ground than the man behind her. She's a sleeker performer as well, so she's got less aerodynamics in there. Getting that centre of gravity lower on the bike means that the momentum can be held through the corner. They now come through there to Euromark. Look at that precision to watch. First, second and third, then the gap back to the next 5. Somebody just breaking a little bit clear of that group. There's an awesome foursome now rather than just the 5 to go through there. So we are on for the battles, and that I'm hoping is Sam Guthrie, looking out for Sam to be up there. But hey, the Charlotte, Lawrence and Robertson battle out in front is fantastic. Come on, all you women out there, start your clapping, start your applauding. For those of you out there cooking tea, watching it on CTAS Live, drop your spatula at the moment and head out of the kitchen, head to the lounge and watch this on the big screen, because Angela Charlotte is in front.
Oh, no, not anymore. She's been relegated to second. As we say that, she goes, looking down at the bike. Something has gone wrong with Angela's bike. She'll be absolutely gutted, but she's got back into it, and maybe she missed a gear or two. But I think that was happening anyway, and then it just maybe ruffled her feathers and that sort of thing. So she's now in third place. She's down looking.
Oh, commentator's curse.
Oh, yeah,
sorry,
probably.
my fault.
Yeah,
sorry, Angela. Oh, hopefully she'll still get on the podium, and they've been going right and keeping it intact, so looking good out there. Yeah, lost it under brakes, under back, so thank you, Dave. Dave's been looking out another pair of eyes for us. Thank you for that. We head round into Avon City, Ford Avon City motorcycles, of course, part of the Super. There we go with the checkered flag, close and fight there. Yes, indeed. Go to Simon, go to Blair. Hopefully now for Angela. And are we looking? Yes, she held the third. She held the third. Held the third. That is so good. Access Man 250 production, and our final podium to do before we wrap the day. Spider, I'll leave you up here to conclude, and we'll be back just to do a sponsors wrap at the end.
Thank you very much for your help today, Neil Ritchie. It's a pleasure to be in the box beside you, and they're one of the best seats in the house to watch. It's a good track, Ruapuna Park. You can see it from so many, like there's so many places, a lot of tracks, particularly overseas, where not as easy, where they've got hidden bits and pieces and that, but this is just a wonderful place, and the strong Canterbury crowd, and of course bring on tomorrow with 2 races, including the final race of the day for all classes, the New Zealand Grand Prix. We're looking out for a GB Good Bastards Award. Jared Love, one of our new commentary team in New Zealand, has presented one of his old trophies there. So we're just looking for someone in the pits. It doesn't have to be a rider, that someone's been a good bastard. And excuse me for using the word, but that's his word. So the GB Award is going to be presented. We've got a small trophy here, one of Jared Love's old trophies. It was won at this track before. It was run at this track, in New Zealand Grand Prix 1997 Formula 3 second place trophy. It's good. Hugh Anderson started in New Zealand repurposing trophies, and then I think a number of other riders done it, and some of those historic world trophies have been now passed around in New Zealand. So Jared Love's put that up. He's not here. He helped with the commentary in the Suzuki International Series, in the commentary and interviews in the first 2 rounds, and then did the interviews because we're separated there, not separated by a tiff. It's just we've got 2 different areas there. So Jared did that, and a former winner of the Robert Holden, I think in 2004, the Robert Holden Memorial Race. So I'm going to hand over to Neil Ritchie for the final podium of the day. Support class, but a fiercely thin class. And there's husband Dennis, still got his leathers on from the sidecar race. He's going out to give his wife a pat on the back, and more importantly, before it's a pat on the back, he puts it on the stand. Great photo opportunity, Angela Charlotte, and she'll be happy. And third place there. Something going wrong in that Southern Salvage corner, and she was looking down at a bike a bit. That's all right, she'll get on with it tomorrow, and great racing for everybody. Thank you for the day. Thank you to all the organisers, the management, the flag marshals, so many people out in the hot sun, the people in pit lane, the people at the gate, the barman I'm going to thank shortly. See you, folks.
Access Man making height easier, and certainly almost to the high point of number 1, but it ended up third. Angela Charlotte, hearty congrats. Racing with these guys, how epic was that?
Oh, it was pretty awesome, man. I was just like, come on, I can do this. I know I can. Yeah, just hit false neutral. Ooh. And couldn't get it back into gear, and I was like, oh, come on. But, I'm just stoked to be here on the podium. My goal was to get a top 5, because these guys are fast. And I've been racing with them over the Winter Series, and yeah, they have been beating me, so I was on my A game today, so I'm really happy about that.
Oh, indeed. Sorry, commentator's curse, because I said, ladies in the kitchen, drop your spatulas and come and watch this lady leading. So tell us a little bit about the hiccup. Just that false neutral, is that all it was? Yeah. As simple as that?
Yeah, just simple as that. I don't even know what happened. It's just changed down a gear, roll into the corner, and it's like, what? No, nothing there. It's like, come on, clutch in, wouldn't work. And then Blair came past me. I was like, oh, no, come on, no one else. And yeah, bring it home in third, so I'll take that.
Beautiful. Well done for Angela. We'll give the applause and cheers that we need to afterwards. Man, how good was this as we go to our big boys in the racing? And Blair, how was that?
It was good fun. Really good race. Got a terrible start, but had to find my way back through and got behind Ange and Simon and just couldn't pick a way through until Ange missed again on the last lap there. So really good race, lots of fun, and good fun racing with these guys.
Hey, it is, isn't it? It's so much respect for each other. You're all over each other, but you know nobody's going to do anything silly.
Yeah, that's right. It's a big part of it. I think you got to give each other a bit of room and know you're not going to get your wheel taken out from under you. So it's part of the sport and part of the 250 club. So it's good fun.
All right, hey, they're not making 250s anymore. One day you think you'll move up to 300s?
I'd like a 600 to be honest.
Oh, okay.
I'm a bit bigger of a guy, so probably 300's a bit small for me, for my weight. But yeah, that's kind of the goal, look for a 600 or something like that. So yeah, next season.
Well done, Blair. Cool story, mate. Hardy, congrats. We'll see you back here for the GP tomorrow.
Will do. Thanks.
I love it. Nice to see. Nice to see. Hey, three of you had an opportunity. You were in the front at some stage, and then you'd get it. One would slipstream, the other one would fly past. That was intense out there. One of the better races you've ever been in?
Yeah, it was. It was really good fun, and that's the beauty of this 250 class. It's all equal machinery. It all comes down to how much of a gut you've got and how much talent you've got.
All right, how much gut you've got? You're getting low enough. Is that what you mean by that? You're not quite as sleek as the lady there. Is that what you were saying politely?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, I thought you might have been. Hey, tell us about your time on a 250. Are you the only imposter down here that's not a local?
No, born and bred up north, but I've been in Christchurch long enough to call it home.
Oh, nice.
Bit of a joke, up the turbos, I guess.
Yeah.
Manawa too.
Yeah, we're in the same camp, we're right.
Oh, good to hear.
Yeah, good to hear. All right, so there we go, folks. What a way to wrap today. Yes, day number 1 of 2021 NZSBK. This is 250 production racing. This is where it was all those decades ago for the class, and the manufacturers moved on to 350. Never say never here in Canterbury, because MCI make these 250s live long again. A fantastic class. Women rising to the top. Behind these trio, of course, there was another group of 5 riders fighting it all over each other, and names back in there like Sam Guthrie and the team. So fantastic to see everybody enjoying it. That's a wrap here from day number 1. We'll be back with more awesome racing. 2 rounds tomorrow, folks. Not just 1, but 2 times. And, of course, the 3rd and final round for the weekend will incorporate our New Zealand Grand Prix. We'll see you back here tomorrow for more fantastic NZSBK. Bring it on with our sponsors. Thanks to Underground Brown sponsoring the events here at Mighty Canterbury, and also to Sky Sport. And we'll see you with Pirelli Powers Nothing Out Control and Aon Insurance. Part of the racing. Bring it on 2021.